If someone asks you, what is the difference between communication skills in English and speaking skills in English? How can you answer? If you have the opportunity to improve your speaking skills in English or improve your communication skills in English, which one of the two will you prefer? This is a very big question, and at the same time, if you know, it's quite easy to answer. Think of it. Yes, basically, we have a misconceptions about the communication skills in any language. When it comes to communication skills, basically, we refer to our command over the language. The reality is that communication is a broad term. Communication is not just about language. When you need to improve your speaking skills in English, maybe your focus should be on English. Your focus is on the language itself. But when it comes to communication skills in English, your focus is not just on English, but you have to focus on different aspects of communication, different aspects as to how you can transfer your own ideas to the persons you are talking to or you like to communicate. So, obviously, when it comes to communication skills, you need to have command over the language, command over English. At the same time, you need to understand the nuances of communication. To become a good communicator, you need to understand the interpersonal skills. You need to understand different kinds of soft skills that will take your career, take your communication skills to the next level. Basically, to become a good communicator, you need to have good command over the language. At the same time, you need to have a right kind of mindset. Think of the situation. You are under stress. You are not happy. You are negative because of certain circumstances. You are angry. Can you communicate well even if you have greater command over the language? You cannot. To become a good communicator, you need to be positive. You need to understand your own standard. You need to understand your position. You need to understand the person with whom you have to communicate. You need to understand the different aspects of your personality. Then only you can use the language in the right context, in the right situation. This is possible only when you are a good communicator and you can understand the different situation. To become a good communicator, you need to have greater command over emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to manage your emotions, ability to understand your emotions. You need to understand yourselves, your strength, your weakness. You need to understand the feelings of others, the emotions of the persons you are talking to, so that you can become a better communicator. You need to understand how to become positive, because unless you are positive, you cannot become a good communicator. Unless you are empathetic, empathetic means the ability to understand the emotions of the other persons, the ability to take your communications to the next level from the other person's perspective. If you are not acquainted with the concept of empathy and its importance, how can you use the language in a way that you are successful communicator or you have successfully communicated your ideas? So yes, when it comes to communication skills, it's a broad term. You need to focus on all these aspects. At the same time, you should have greater command over the language. But when it comes to speaking skills in the language, maybe you don't have the right mindset, but still you are able to speak well. You have the command over the language. Nevertheless, the most important thing is that you need to become a good communicator, and at the same time you should have also greater command over the language so that you can become a good communicator in English, or you can have better communication skills in English. So when you learn English, when you try to speak English, at the same time you should focus on improving your communication skills. Means you need to understand the different kinds of non-verbal language, your facial expressions, your body language, your eye contact, your gesture, posture, your emotional pattern, paralinguistic features, your tone, intonation. You need to understand all those features, and you need to have command over all those aspects of communications. At the same time, you should have greater command over the language. You should have the rich stock of vocabulary. You need to have the right kind of phrases, form-like expressions, collocations, idiomatic expressions, and you need to know how to use them in the right context. You also need to understand the different sentence structure, the simple structure, complex pattern, the compound sentence, how to use different cohesive devices, how to use different kinds of conjunctions, different types of coherence marker. So when you have command over all these aspects, at the same time you can understand the different nuances of verbal and non-verbal communications. You can become a very good communicator in the language, and when it comes to English with good communication skills, you can be considered to be a greater communicator in English. So just focus on both the language and the communicative aspects of your expression. Thank you very much.